Hello, I'm Senator Mike Enzi. I want to thank all of you that came out and gave me your thoughts during the listening sessions I held in Wyoming earlier this month. I appreciate all the great ideas and great Wyoming common sense. With your help, we can continue to share what's going on in D.C. with more folks in Wyoming. It'd be great if you could send this video to your friends and family or even point them to my social media pages. My Facebook page is only a few likes shy of 4,000, and my Twitter account's gained almost 3,700 followers. So thanks for helping to get the word out. Let's take a look at a few issues you've been asking me about. Student loan interest rates. Becky from Sundance emailed me that she's very disappointed that I chose to vote against freezing federal student loan rates. John from Gillette also told me on Facebook that he believes I should fight against a short-term fix until a reasonable result is found. George from Gillette told me on Facebook that he believes the government shouldn't be involved in student loans at all. Well, the federal government didn't used to be nearly as involved in student loans. It used to be handled by the banks. But the federal government, under Obamacare, decided that they could latch onto that student money and make a bunch of money off of students. They recognized their error in the meantime and want to cut that back to half. Instead of the 6.88% that's in Obamacare, they want to cut it back to 3.44%. Well, that's not a bad idea, but you have to know who is being taken care of with that. If you already have a student loan, that doesn't affect you. Your loan rate's already locked in. Now, if you follow the Democrat plan that they're talking about at the 3.44%, they're only talking about 40% of the new student loans taken out. Now, there's a compromise, and it's bipartisan. We've got people on both sides of the aisle that would love to vote on this, would love to solve it permanently, not just for 1 year at a time. This 1 year at a time hoax holding people hostage is wrong, but it can be solved permanently. And the way that it gets solved permanently is taking a revenue-neutral stand of charging as much above the loan rate that the federal government has to pay that it covers the costs of the program. And that would make it about 3.8%, not 3.44, but 3.8. But it would be on a permanent basis. And again, this only affects the people getting a loan for this fall. And once you've got the loan, the interest rate is locked in. And I should mention that it's not the 40% of the poor people that they're talking about. This would be 100% of the students that are going to be taking out loans. That's what we want to do. Solve it permanently for 100%. Once you've got the loan, your interest rate is locked in for the whole time that you have that loan. Now later, as you pick up loans, if the interest rate's gone up, for the federal government, your interest rate would go up. But there's a cap on it under this bill. And that's why people from both parties are supporting it. But Senator Reid won't bring it up. They like to hold you hostage a year at a time, and most of you are being held hostage on something that isn't even true, because unless you're taking out a loan now, it doesn't affect you. This will only be on new loans taken out. And there is a solution, and it's a permanent solution. And I hope you'll support us on doing that and help get the word out.